Hey, what's up, everybody? So, this episode, we're going to be talking about our trip to Thailand. I'm going to go visit my long missed brother, Sangtiennoi, and we're going to talk about how we met, what we do in Thailand. So, don't miss it. Check it out.
1978とある田舎町で生まれて移り住んだ新宿で育ちこの町で起きたこれまでの俺たちのここまでの生い立ちはほんのまた序の口試されたいちいち正してきた過ち騙し合いやからしないはスニッチの始まり放課後の登山所児童館にホームアローンそんな時間はほったらかして向かったとある場所
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the YAMATODAMASHI podcast. My name is James. Enson, you're back in Hawaii. How's things in Hawaii?
Great. All the customers have been waiting, so really busy. So, good thing. It's a good thing.
Nice. It is good. Business is good. So today, wanted to touch on a bit of a different topic because in a recent episode, we kind of said to everyone, kind of announced it that coming up in June, in 3 weeks, we'll be heading to Thailand. And we didn't really go into too much detail around why we were going and what the reason was behind the main reason we were looking to do this trip. So perhaps in your own words, if you wanted to just explain sort of what's brought on this trip.
Well, one of the reasons is because I always do a full body health check in Thailand. Because of COVID, I couldn't do it for the last 3 years, so I'm gonna go do it this year. And I guess one of the bigger reason is I think a couple of years ago, Sangtiennoi passed away, and I haven't seen the family yet, so I think I'm gonna go pay my respects to them. Say hello and just spend a little bit of time with the wife and the son.
And so, I guess for people that don't know too much about Sangtiennoi, who was he effectively? Who was he to you?
He's one of the Muay Thai heroes in Thailand. And he was a Rashidon Noon and Rupini champion. But besides that, what really brought him to the fame was there was Raymond Decker. He came over to Thailand and started beating all the Thailand champions. And the king was really sad because the king loves Muay Thai. And Sangtiennoi is the one who came out and beat Raymond Decker. So he kind of avenged it made an vengeance for the Thai people and the king, and he became like a national hero.
Yeah, he definitely seems pretty tied towards Raymond Decker, right? I don't know. My knowledge of Thai boxing is Muay Thai is not that great, but I've always heard the name Raymond Decker, right? And then so to hear that Sangtiennoi was kind of the guy that upset him. And
Sangtiennoi was also known as the deadly kisser, where whenever he beat an opponent, he would kiss him.
Brilliant. So, how did you come to meet Sangtiennoi?
Well, before I retired, I was going to do one more fight, and it was against Heath Hearing. So I felt that, with Heath, I might want to really get my standing going. Oh, actually, I went there before. It was way before, but especially with Heath Hearing, I went up because I wanted to train, and I went up for 3 weeks just to train. But before that, I wanted to, get my standing better, because I had confidence on my ground, and my standing was pretty much just a brawl. So I wanted to learn, a little bit of technique, and so I actually contacted one of the kickboxing kaichos here in Japan, and he recommended that he could introduce me to Sangtiennoi. So that's pretty much how the link happened. And when I first went up to Thailand, I had to catch a 40-minute taxi into, they call the town Pathum Thani, where Sangtien had his gym. And it was crazy because as soon as I went there, he took me in like family.
That's awesome. When you say took you in like family, what sort of hospitality are we talking?
Well, they just came and offered a place to sleep. They just openly started training me. It was really helpful. There was a white guy there that I didn't know who he was, but he was like fluent in Thai, and I was like, holy crap, this guy's fluent in Thai.
Wow.
And I noticed when he's hitting mitts and everything, he's really good. So that guy actually helped me out a lot, helped me with some of the technique that I actually still remember today and teach today. And little did I find out later, it was John Wayne Parr.
Wow. That's brilliant.
So we both really didn't know who each other were.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's kind of cool because we never got a friendship where, oh, I'm Enson and you're John Wayne Parr. It was just that white guy and this Asian guy became friends because they met in Thailand, pretty much. So I still maintain a real good relationship with John Wayne. In fact, we should actually get him on the podcast one day.
Definitely. Legend, right?
I went to Thailand a lot when he was training. I actually was there the time he fought Orono in the King's birthday, and he got like wisdoms pulled out the day before. Yeah, so yeah, he might be a good one to get on the podcast too. But yeah, so going back to Sangtiennoi, yeah, he like took me in like family, and there's a reason why I got a tattoo of his name over my heart, because he had a kind heart and I always want to have a kind heart. So yeah, great guy. I mean, the other thing you really notice about him is you'll never think he's like a hero, a sports hero or an icon in Thailand. He's as humble as there is, doesn't throw his clout around. And I think even gets taken advantage of some promoters and people because he's such a clean and honest guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great all-around guy. I mean, you can't ask for a better human being, as well as someone that is representing fame in the right way.
Yeah, because what do you think he mean? What do you think he meant to the Muay Thai community?
Oh, he was huge. I mean, just not technique, but what he did for the king, and just his name around the sport. And he, the gym we built, he has foreigners come all the time. You know, Sam, they call him Salmon Decker. He's one of the top fighters out of Sweden that came out of the camp. There's a bunch of guys that came out of his camp and trained with him. So I personally, every time I used to go to Thailand, I used to go there and just, you know, hit some mitts and do some rounds. And yeah, I brought people the likes of like Josh Barnett. Of course, Kid Yamamoto went there a lot. So yeah, it was a good camp to go to.
Nice. And you obviously mentioned that he passed. Do you know much detail on what happened there?
Yeah, so we've been in touch with him throughout the whole pandemic. And of course, you know, the pandemic shut down all the events. And the way they got their income was fighters fighting in events and making money and bringing it back to the gym to help the gym prosper. Of course, he also made a lot of money off foreigners coming in for training, live-in training. They will stay at the gym and train every day, twice a day. And COVID, you know, impacted that, where foreigners couldn't come in, so there were no more foreigners coming in. His fighters couldn't fight, so there was no income coming in. So he actually contacted me about a dozen times, asking me if he can get me in Japan to do seminars to make some money. And the hard part about that was Japan was probably one of the most strictest countries in the world.
Right.
And in fact, probably one of the last countries to have to open up to visitors.
Yeah. So
that was impossible. We couldn't get visas. We couldn't even get them over. So that couldn't be done. And I think just the timing of COVID affecting his business and his teacher passing, I think it was too heavy on him, his heart, where what I hear is the next day after his teacher passed and they were supposed to go to the funeral, he grabbed his gun, went to a back of the gym and shot himself in the heart. And knowing him, it's what we believe is he probably shot the pain in his heart to take it away.
That's heavy.
And Thai has this weird I guess it's a weird way to do things where they take pictures of the dead and they circulate it around. So before I knew it, I had someone sent me a picture of him laying on the ground with blood over his heart and the gun nearby. I guess he shot himself and fell back. And I mean, hearing that he passed and then seeing the proof that he actually did pass
Tough.
was a lot heavier. Was a lot heavier than just hearing that he passed. And
Yeah.
you know, like anything, when you hear someone pass, it's always, especially when you've been in touch with that person, it's always like, why didn't he say something? I didn't know it was hurting that much, you know. So it was a lot of things that went through my head, and I couldn't go to the funeral because of COVID. So what we did, me and Paddle Zuzu, he came training with me a lot to Santiennes. What we did was the basic ritual that Thai people do is they shave their heads and all the hair on their head, so eyebrows, their head, and that's how we paid our respects to him passing.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. You put it on like your social media, right?
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's a really sad, tragic story, though, right? And I'm guessing it's something that you're really hoping to get some closure on the next visit, right? That we.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, the weird thing is Thailand equals Sangtiennoi, you know. So, of course, after a while, I didn't train because my body was getting busted up. But I would definitely, every trip that I go out there, I would go see him. Take a cab out there for a day and just hang out at the gym, watch the training, talk to him, and usually we'd go to dinner after that.
Right.
So yeah, just it's just a weird thing thinking of going to Thailand and Santien not being there. He was also a good cushion for us in case we got into trouble. He had ties within the mafia, within the police, within the army, and if we did do anything stupid against trouble, which we never did, that was always a you know, something on our back that we could fall back on. So yeah, just thinking of him not being there, I mean, I still can see his face. He was always super happy when I stopped by, and a lot of times it was unannounced. I would just come by the gym, and he would Enson, and he'd come running on, hugging me, and he always treated me like royalty. He put out a chair for me to sit on, brought me a drink, and you know, talked to me, asked me how I'm doing. You know, it was always a real caring relationship we had for each other.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. COVID just changed everything, right? For so many people. And it's sad when you hear how someone couldn't quite get through that stage, because at the time there was so much uncertainty, right? You know, without like the world was ending. So, and different places had was treated differently. As you say, like Japan was super strict with the travel, and so was Thailand, I think, for quite a while, right? So, you know, the borders got locked, and just the craziness.
He also had back in the day, he had a whiskey problem where he would overdrink. I mean, to a point where drinking for all day. He came a couple of visits before that. I remember him coming to me, telling me that he's stopped drinking. But I don't know, you know, after the COVID thing and the teacher dying, sometimes for those people, the answer to the problems is whiskey. So there's a possibility he might have been drunk when he did that too. So I don't know. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I do want to go and give the wife and the son a hug, and you know, just I don't know, really, you know, what I would say or do. I mean, I think it helps that it's been 2 years, so I think the family is probably built the strength to move on, but I don't know. I'm just afraid that seeing me might trigger those memories in there. Yeah, and I'm at this point where I really don't know if I'm really looking forward to the trip, but I know it's a trip I have to do.
Yeah. No. Will be tough, I'm sure. I think you'll probably feel better though after it, right? Because you'll get that.
Oh,
closure.
definitely.
Yeah. I think you probably have been in limbo for 2 years, right? With all those sort of emotions and stuff. So when you finally kind of get to address it a little bit and maybe see the family, hear some memories, and it'll bring back memories as well, right? Going there. So I'm excited to kind of be there with you, just to kind of experience it, hear more stories about him, because he sounds like an amazing guy. So
yeah, the reason why I want to document the visit too is I believe there's going to be a lot of emotional, mental obstacles I'm going to have to probably face and overcome, which is something that I think everybody has to go through one day. And you know, I don't know if I'm going to be the best. I'm going to be able to do it in the best way, but with my reputation of the spirit of the samurai, being strong in my heart, being strong in my mind, I hope that I would be able to find words and to put in my head and find things to think about that will allow me to overcome the pain and the sadness in a way that might help other people. And I think to be in this vulnerable of a position is, for me especially, I think it's very seldom. And to be able to document something like that, to see how I handle it, to see if I do handle it in a way where it would help other people. I mean, save one life is all it needs to make everything worth it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll document it. Yeah, so like, you know, yeah, the rule is there's nothing that you can't film. So just I think the best way to do it is just keep the camera rolling no matter how it goes, no matter what happens.
Yeah. We'll film it, and as you say, it's the idea behind it is that hopefully it helps someone, you know. But if someone's dealing with loss, or someone's dealing with similar thoughts that Sangtiennoi had, then maybe it helps them. So, you know, I think it's a worthwhile trip. And I think it's we're doing it for the right reasons. But yeah, I mean, hey, it's my first time to Thailand as well, so we'll have some fun. I'm sure we can.
So we're so everyone that's watching the podcast, we're gonna not just do the visit with Sangtiennoi. We're also gonna try and document as much as we can of the full body check that goes on in Thailand. It's an $800 check, checks everything in your body. Yeah, like tumors, your arteries, the flow of your arteries, cholesterol buildup, cholesterol levels, glucose levels. I mean, everything you need to know that you're going to be living a longer life.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else, you guys see, you heard about Thailand, you want us to go check it out and cover it. Like, James eating bugs, No. James ate natto. He can eat Thailand centipedes. Come on.
It's my turn to get revenge. That's what the people want to see.
No, but there's no home court, man. It's a dual thing.
Exactly. Yeah, true.
We're gonna have to battle through it together, man.
I might have been doing a little bit of research to find out where some of this stuff is. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely go film some lady boys,
Christ.
There's one in Bangkok. They're standing right on the street, so that shouldn't be a problem to film. I know they don't probably like being filmed, but they can't do anything standing on a public sidewalk. So there's also like strip clubs that are all lady boys and stuff, but we're definitely not going to be able to get cameras in there, or we might not. I don't know.
I'm not sure I want to go there.
I'm gonna definitely take you there. It's like that strip club is at one point for 3 songs. There's all girls dancing on the stage,
right?
And then in the crowd, mingling with the people, are the lady boys. Then when the 3 songs are done, they have some kind of signal for the change where all the girls come off and all the lady boys go up, and the girls mingle within the crowd. So we gotta check that out.
Guess who?
We gotta check that out because it's something to see.
Okay. No, it's gonna be cool. But one of my favorite.
Let's see if James likes dudes.
you say nudes or dudes?
Dudes.
Dudes.
There's some beautiful dudes up there, man.
That's something I never thought I'd hear you say. Okay.
And of course we're not soliciting or anything, but what I mean by like is if James buys him a drink, you know, or if I buy him a drink for James and James is happy about it. I'll make sure once we leave that strip joint, I'll interview James for you guys.
Oh yeah, but the shell shock look of a man that's seen things he shouldn't have seen. Yeah, no, I'm super excited to go. Like, probably one of my favorite films growing up was Kickboxer, and when Jean-Claude Van Damme comes to Thailand to avenge his brother, who was a Hawaiian legend. What's his name?
Dennis Alexio.
Yeah, you used to watch him box, right, when you were a kid?
Yeah, he used to. He was one. I was one of his sparring partners.
Oh no way! Crazy. But yeah, so I used to watch that film all the time when I was a kid, and I always wanted to go to Thailand just to see what it was like. And so I'm really excited not only to see sort of Bangkok, but also go to a Muay Thai gym as well. You know, I'm excited to see what it's like. So
I like and Santien's gym is like a legitimate, authentic Muay Thai gym. Chickens running around the floor, dogs running around the mat. I mean, it's authentic Muay Thai. I mean, it's not like the new school Fairtex where there's beautiful showers. There's an outdoor shower. There's the toilets. You got to pour water down to flush.
Great. No, it's going to be cool. I'm interested to hear what people say because obviously One Championship is doing all of this stuff with Thai boxing, right? And they're doing like fights like every Friday sort of thing. And for me, I always think it's kind of cool because if I'm not doing anything Friday afternoon, I can just sort of switch them on and watch them, and they're usually pretty awesome fights. But I've heard mixed things around. Like some people in Thailand are super for it and they think it's great for the economy, and then I think some of the other people from the sort of historic leagues are a bit like, no, this is ruining our sport. So I'm kind of curious to hear what people in the scene kind of say about it.
So it would be interesting.
Yeah. I guess everyone's got different views, but be curious to know.
The funny thing is I never really thought about it because I'm not sure about now, but back in the day, Moses, Santien's son, who runs the gym now, and his wife never spoke any English. Santien was the one who knew English.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm wondering how that communication is going to go. I don't think there's anyone there that can speak English.
Google Translate?
Hopefully there's some foreign students, like, you know how John Wayne Parr used to be there? And even Samuel Bark, he was one of the Sweden guys that was there. They could fluently speak both languages. So hopefully someone's there like that can help us out with the translation. It would be nice to actually get some words from them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thai always seems like the hardest language as well. Like some of the sounds they make.
You ever saw the show Mars Attack?
Yeah, a long time ago.
That's kind of what Thai sounds like to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. But yeah, a bit of a shorter episode today, but by all means, if people have any comments or any suggestions on content they want filmed while we're in Thailand, PG content, let
us know, and we'll try our best to get what you guys want to see.
Indeed. But yeah, cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching this Express edition, and we'll be back again soon.
All right, everybody, thank you for watching. If you have any ideas on what you want to see in Thailand, what you want us to go check out, if we can, we'll try. So write in the comments, let us know. And also, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like.